Oh yeah, no moustache.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
gosh. That would be worth seeing alone, isn't it, son? Just not having that dodgy lip.
yeah.
Super lip. Hey, that's a money shot there. I think it was the Russians, remember in the last one, it was like, oh, the family in the...
Yeah.
You guys probably fought hundreds of thousands.
Half the planet didn't like Justice League, and half the planet complained and voted with their feet saying, we want a Zack Snyder cut of the movie. Rumours that it existed started to grow, and then we discovered, hey, there was a version of the movie that was entirely different to the one that we got. Of course, for you hardcore comic fans, I'm teaching you ABCs and how to walk, you know all this stuff. But this is for anyone watching who might not be hardcore, either movie buffs or comic, geeks like us. So we were excited to hear about the Snyder Cut. I think, you know what, it could be awful, but at least it will be what it was intended to be, and not this Frankenstein monster, half Snyder, mostly Whedon, and all sorts of other executives chiming in. Why don't you make Superman this? Why don't you do that? So we thought, excited to see some footage for this Snyder Cut, which is going to come out not in cinemas but HBO Max. We're in the UK. We don't know how we're going to be able to see it when it comes out, but we will see. But we're going to watch this trailer nonetheless and let you know, of course, what we think. Darkseid.
There was a secret chord that David played.
Yeah, in the comics.
Praise the Lord. But you don't really care for music.
None of this was in the cinema release.
It goes like this.
What was going on?
The fifth, the minor fall, the major lift.
I'm not sure if the music goes with it. Yeah.
Composing hallelujah.
Take it away. I wonder if that's Iris, the movie version.
I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come to fool you.
He never showed up in all this footage cut. So great.
Stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
You know that's the guy in Terminator 2, the one the black guy who invented. Same actor.
It looks more interesting.
Yeah. Epic. Oh, that's a lovely scene. Isn't it? With his mum and lovers. Flash. That looks cool, the all standing together. Yeah. The Snyder Cut,
This
I mean,
guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
go on, Batman. 2021. It's only a whole other year. A little bit of history with the Justice League as half the planet. Again, even though I was a Marvel fan, I always loved two DC characters to death. First one, Batman, the Caped Crusader. Most iterations of the Dark Knight, from a small boy, from Adam West and Burt Ward's sort of goofy 60s series, all the way through to Tim Burton and the Frank Miller comics. I loved me the Caped Crusader Batman. Before I loved Batman, as to my earliest memories, There was another guy in the DC pantheon that I absolutely looked up to and adored. He fought for truth, justice, and the American way. A little bit out of date now. And that was Clark Kent, Kal-El, Superman himself, the Boy Scout from Kansas, via Krypton. He was such a great character growing up, to see a guy who was just not only ridiculously super strong and could fly, who would not want to fly, but had really strong values, was a good guy. Obviously, when comics started getting a bit murky in the mid-80s to 90s with a lot of the dark kind of take on comic book genre, and I love Wolverine, but Wolverine is no Boy Scout. Lobo and characters like that for DC that started to really go through the dark side of the genre. I still believed in Superman. I still believe that he was a great character, and the movies with Christopher Reeves, he will always be my Superman. The effects will get better, they make better, more movies faithful to the comics, but I will always see Superman 2 is always probably my favourite hero movie of all time, just because of when I saw it as a small boy and the feeling of seeing, Superman fight those Kryptonian villains. Son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod! Remember that? We grabbed his hand like that.
Yeah.
We're going to reenact every scene in the movie right now. So, yeah, obviously, I have some love for Superman. I enjoyed Man of Steel, Justice League, Batman v Superman. Guys, Batman v Superman? Yeah.
I mean, the trailers looked good, but then we saw it, was like, oh.
Yeah. And then, of course, but I thought, let's give all the goodwill in the world for Justice League. And unfortunately, Zack Snyder, because of personal tragedy, ended up being off of the project. And it went to Joss Whedon, who crushed it with the first Avengers movie. Not so much with Age of Ultron, but we won't go there. Still a good movie. So we thought, wow, maybe he will land the plane and we will have a truly great, epic DC movie. Alas, it wasn't to be either.
Yeah.
You son, remember?
Went to the cinema. Like, Tiani and Eva and Mummy were asking, is it good? Then
To see for yourself.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been so disappointed coming out of a movie based on characters that I've 2/3 of them I've loved. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, again, I mentioned before in the previous video, I loved the TV series, growing up with Linda Carter. For me, and that was back in the day, so the fact that she was a female character didn't mean anything. Like, I loved Wonder Woman, and like these days people see like it's a revelation. Oh, you like a female character? It's like, well, what do you mean? Back in the day, it's like, that's Wonder Woman. Of course you did. So I went in wanting to love that movie, but I despised it, man. It's like we weren't alone. All right, again. Rewind. Not sure about this song, Hallelujah, like you said. So he's a big villain. He's like a Thanos in the DC universe. Darkseid. So Superman obviously returns. Like the other one.
The original cut.
Yeah. This is and those sort of creatures. In the original cut, it was his nephew who was the main villain, who's in it as well. Still looks like he's a drunk, actually. That cyborg before, he was a football star before whatever happened to him. You know? Barry Allen. Yes, Lois Lane and then Mark Kent. So she was in, remember, did you see Aquaman?
No.
Oh, I'll show you that. So, I don't know who he is. So So obviously it's going to be more emotional because obviously Superman did die. So there's an emotional fact. Oh well, Cyborg's dad obviously snuffs it. He dies. So you know the black box. That's the main villain. Remember the one in the previous movie, Steppenwolf, but in that one he was more human looking. Here he's more of an alien. Yeah, more intense. That one looked goofy. The CGI was bad. Oh yeah, no moustache.
Oh yeah, gosh.
That would be worth seeing alone, isn't it, son? Just not having that dodgy lip. Super lip. Hey, that's a money shot there. Think about the Russians, remember in the last one, it was like, oh, the family and the...
You guys probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought, how many hells. He's never fought us.
I'm Batman.
Not us united.
Go on, Batman, tell them. Thoughts, guys? That was Justice League, the Zack Snyder Cut. What do you reckon? First, your initial
It
thoughts?
looks good.
Looks so much better than the one that we
I know, right?
And I'm happy with that. The other one being the main villain, not Steppenwolf.
Yeah. I mean, Steppenwolf is in it, but he's more like the warm-up.
And in the other one, like he looked weird. So in this one,
Yeah, it looked like it was a bit unfinished CGI.
Yeah. Step in bad CG. Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think this one looked a lot better than the one that we watched. It was, this one seems to be more put together.
More epic.
More epic, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they seem like kind of more united.
Yeah, because it seems like it's more of the movies like it's supposed to be uniting them together because they are the Justice League. Whereas the other one, it seemed like, oh, let's just bring the elements of these ones.
Yeah, it was not. There wasn't a lot of character development in the cinema cut that we saw, and there was a bit of weird stuff between the Flash and Cyborg. The whole, hey man, what's up, bro? Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, the one bit I do like that probably won't be in it is when Superman fights the Justice League in the cinematic theatrical cut, where you see Barry Allen, the Flash, running, and you just see him trying to get the better hand, and then Superman just turns around and just looks at him out the corner of his eye to show how, however fast the Flash is, Superman is even just as quick, and he's just like just about. I was like, yeah. And Flash looks completely shocked. Like, how does this dude see me coming? He's like, Superman. You don't know Superman. You don't know him. So I can't promise that this is going to be a good movie, guys. But it looks darn better than the one that we got, and I don't think it can be worse. And even if it's just like a little bit better, that hopefully that buries the theatrical cut. Sorry if you're a fan of the theatrical cut. I don't think many of you are, but sorry, we just thought that one it wasn't. If this is as good as it looks, it like hopefully it will rejuvenate the DC film universe, get it back on track, and say, well, you know, we made a mistake, but we can reboot it. And the great thing is, you know, the multiverse. I don't know what the DC version of it's called, but you know the different worlds and universes within the same kind of, you know, franchise. So you can just remix it and say, well, that happened in a kind of pocket version of the galaxy, but really this is where it's at.
Because DC definitely need help here because they've had really built up. Wonder Woman for me is my favourite so far. So if this was good, it'd be amazing. I'd be happy.
Put back on the right track.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe Zack will be back. Maybe Zack will be back. If this ends up being a win, I think it could be a game changer to the DC film universe. It could either bring certain elements back, and also they can play with other toys by doing the whole different versions of the world of DC. Who knows? But anyway, that was our reaction, guys, to Justice League, the Zack Snyder Cut. Hope you enjoyed the videos from coming out of the DC fan event, little sneak peeks and trailers. We enjoyed what we saw. We are, let's face it, we are geeks. We are the right audience for this kind of content. We are, if we had to pick a side, don't hate us. We are Team Marvel. But we do love us some DC too. We bridge the gap between the universes, the franchises, and the tribes. So we will eat and we will love anything DC as long as it's good. You know, we loved Shazam. That was great. We really dug Wonder Woman. Aquaman wasn't so bad, and I really think that the Zack Snyder Justice League cut will be significantly better than the one we got. I love Man of Steel, so there is hope that the more and more DC movies that come out, they're just going to get better and better. James Gunn with Suicide Squad, the sequel, I think it's going to be quite an epic year for cinema when the cinemas open again, when this content comes out. Who knows, it might even end up being... No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it might end up all being on streaming. But no, we will be in the cinema, guys, with our popcorn in our hand again. Oh, yes, we will. One sweet day. Remember what this stands for? On my planet, it stands for hope. We will be in the cinemas watching this content, having a good time like the good old days. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Come on. We will it.
Bring it on.
See you next time, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, and let us know what you think of the teasers / trailers in the comments below. Do you think that they're going to be epic movies or epic disasters? Let's have a little debate in the comment sections. See you soon. Thanks for watching. It's the Aris Asulas. We've had a lot of fun making the program. We had a lot of fun doing this channel. If you like what you see, you know what? Be part of our extended family, our tribe, so to speak. Press the bell, and we'll see you real soon.
Take care.